It seems like every day there is another Kyle Lowry trade rumor, and typically these trades are not in the favor of the Toronto Raptors. So, why does everybody want to trade Kyle Lowry so bad? Let's get into it. Welcome to Amateur Hour Sports, where we just hit 700 subscribers on the channel. It was a crazy week that saw us get from 600 all the way to 700. Both milestones hit in the same week. Thank you so much for everybody who has been showing the support and has been showing support over a lengthy period of time. It is very much appreciated and it is very much noticed. If it is your first time here with me today, you like what you see, you want more of myself talking about the Toronto Raptors 4 times a week, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below to stay up to date with the content. But on to today's topic, Kyle Lowry involved in so many trade rumors. There's not one in particular I want to talk about. I've discussed a few in some videos on this channel already, but there's just so many to talk about. I could make a video for all 4 days of the week that I post a video about a trade rumor concerning Kyle Lowry. And all of these trade rumors, like I was saying, they typically do not favor the Toronto Raptors. It's as if people are treating the Raptors yet again this offseason like a selling team. It's like what happened last season when Kawhi Leonard left. Nobody thought we'd be able to compete again in the playoffs. A lot of U.S. analysts had the Raptors missing the playoffs altogether or being a low seed and losing in the first round of the playoffs. Albeit they only got to the second round, but the Raptors, a 2 seed in the East, a 3 seed in the NBA, showed out all season. In the playoffs, some marquee players struggled, but this is not a selling team. This is a team that probably looks at themselves as if they can go out and challenge for an NBA title again. And I fully support that. And Kyle Lowry is a guy who is going to be a big part of the Raptors for this season. I know he's only on a 1-year deal, and it is an expensive deal. You know, I wouldn't mind trading Kyle Lowry. Like, I mean, I would mind from a personal sense. I just feel really bad. I mean, I love the guy. He's the greatest Raptor of all time. To see that guy playing in another jersey, it would completely break my heart. But from an organization standpoint, if you can make your team better by trading Kyle Lowry, sure. Why not? I'm all for making the team better, but we don't need to be a selling team. Like, we have to trade Kyle Lowry. I'm completely content to play out this season with Lowry. If he leaves as a free agent and we can go and sign a max free agent, so be it. But there's no reason to trade him when we can go out and contend yet again this season. And Kyle Lowry is a guy who contributes to winning. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Kyle Lowry is a winner on the basketball court. It's not about, the points, assists, rebounds, that stuff. That's factored into it. But these little nuances of his game, the ability to shift momentum, whether it be drawing a charge, getting a steal, getting a deflection, these little things, like, just hustling somewhere, being somewhere on the court. He does all these little things that are not showcased by statistics that help the Raptors win and enable them to go win. Similar into the way that Jimmy Butler doesn't always need to average the most amount of points, because I think up till the NBA Finals, he was the 4th highest scorer on the Miami Heat, yet all these contributions to winning that he offered. It's not just about the points when it comes to Jimmy Butler. It's not just about the points when it comes to Kyle Lowry. He's been an all-star for 6 years in a row. I think he's lined up to make it 7 years in a row next year. So why would we want to go and trade Kyle Lowry? Now, I get it. It's not the Raptors. It's not the Toronto Raptors organization going out and asking for these trades. It's all these media outlets not showing the respect to the Toronto Raptors. Like, Bleacher Report is one of the worst ones when it comes to that. Like, one of the worst trade rumors would kind of spark this. I saw this yesterday. It's a bit of an older rumor, I think, but I saw this yesterday. It was basically testing maybe if Kyle Lowry could get traded to the Miami Heat in exchange for Kelly Olynyk, Duncan Robinson, and Andre Iguodala. That's it for Kyle Lowry. Why would we trade Kyle Lowry to an immediate rival and not get an actual star in return? Kelly Olynyk would be a bench player for the Toronto Raptors. He'd get some minutes, but he'd be a bench player. Andre Iguodala wouldn't get a ton of time. He's truly not looking like himself, not looking like he was with the Warriors. Still a great perimeter defender, but not offering a whole lot from an offensive standpoint. And Duncan Robinson, we know he's a lethal sharpshooter. These are 3 role players you're trying to get for our 6x6 in a row all-star. That's never going to happen. The Raptors are never going to give that. Even if Miami Heat added a first-round pick into the mix with that, I still don't know if the Raptors would take that. It just doesn't make sense for the organization. Like, people are talking about the Raptors trading Kyle Lowry to go join Kawhi Leonard at the Clippers. I did make a video on this. Why would the Raptors want to do that? It's all these media outlets. I get it. It's not the fans, really. It's not the organization. It's just media outlets in the U.S. just not fully respecting the Raptors as a contender yet again this season. They think we're going out to be a selling team looking to rebuild. I think the Raptors are still in full motion to go win. And the more you win, the more likely you're going to draw in a max free agent next offseason, because that's what they're waiting for. That's what they're saving their money for. So is the Miami Heat, but that's what Toronto is waiting for next offseason. Kyle Lowry's contract runs out. There's a lot of guys whose contract runs out. In fact, there's only 3 contracts who run beyond this season. Pascal Siakam, Matt Thomas, and Duan Hernandez. Norman Powell also is a player option, but a lot of money to be spent. The Raptors don't need to load up on other players who are going to fill that cap beyond next season. It's smart to keep Kyle Lowry unless there is a trade that is going to actually strengthen and benefit your franchise. I did a video on a possible trade scenario concerning Kyle Lowry. I don't know if it was last week or the week before, but anyways, it was one involving the Raptors, the 76ers, and the Golden State Warriors. So essentially, the trade would happen. The Raptors would send a package to Philly that would include Kyle Lowry as the marquee piece. Ben Simmons would go to Golden State. Golden State would send us a package that would be around the 2nd overall pick. See, that's not that bad. That's not that bad of a trade. I thought that, Raptors probably should take a look at that. I don't think the other 2 teams would want to get involved in that trade, but addressing the rumor, I think that would make sense for the Raptors, yet it's unrealistic because the other teams are giving up too much. So yes, it was a far-fetched rumor, but if that rumor were to actually come to fruition, it would make sense for the Raptors to do. There's all these trades treating us as if we're trying to rebuild. We're just going to get, some bench pieces for Kyle Lowry. That's not going to happen. Kyle Lowry's the greatest Raptor of all time, and arguably in the playoffs, he was the best player for the Raptors. I could probably safely say that he was the best performer in the playoffs for the Raptors. He was a game changer in close games near the end of the game against the Boston Celtics. All these little things that he does to contribute to the success of the Toronto Raptors. What do you guys make of Kyle Lowry trade rumors? Do you think the Raptors should look to be sellers this season, this offseason, and try to bolster their squad for the next offseason so they can build around a max free agent? Or do you think they should really go for it this season and try to contend again? I very much think that the Raptors are going to be a great team yet again, that they need to go and contend yet again. We should not be sellers. People thought we should have been sellers last year. We still performed very well in the regular season. We let ourselves down a little bit in the playoffs, but I think we can be better next year, having learned from these experiences. Why not go out and try to win again? Winning is fun. Why would you want to be a seller? What if you don't get the max free agent? Just go out and be the best team possible. If the trade makes sense for the organization, you take it. But let me know what you guys think about that down below. Give me your opinions in the comments, and I'll reply to the ones worth replying to, let's say that. But thank you so much for watching. Please like the video if you like, and subscribe to Amateur Hour Sports for more content just like this. Again, thank you so much for these 700 subscribers. Make sure you join the movement of the channel. Lots of support coming in. I am very much appreciative of that. 4 episodes a week concerning the Toronto Raptors, so hit that notification bell as well to stay up to date with all that content. At the end of the day, I believe what I say. If you disagree, that is okay. We'll see you again next time for another video.